Happy Friday, T Squad. It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of Miami Reunion Part 1 review. I did not even know that Reunion Part 2 came on last night. Did y'all know? Did y'all watch? If you did not watch, it's available right now on Peacock. And it's the unedited version where you can get all of the cussing and they add extra footage in there on Peacock. So my reunion part 2 video will be up tomorrow. So it gives you guys enough time to go and catch up if you did not watch it last night. But let's get into reunion part 1 of Miami. Both parts were chef's kiss magnifique. So we began backstage with Marcus and Larsa talking to Andy. And Andy asked them, what they feel about the ladies' comments about what Michael Jordan had to say about their relationship. And Marcus says these women wouldn't even be able to do the dishes in our house, let alone try to bring themselves into this conversation. And during Black History Month, when this aired, so cringe. So cringe. First of all, in our house, you ain't got no house. That's your daddy's, first of all. You ain't got nothing. Everything you got come from your daddy. You work for your father. It ain't like you went out and created something of your own. So that our needs to be my daddy, first of all. Second of all, the fact that you made that comment just about women in general is so misogynistic and sexist. Because what do you mean wash the dishes? Like, that's the first thing that come to your mind? That's how you see women? And then secondly, that you would say that about minority women, women of color. Because everybody on that cast is a woman of color. So, except for maybe Lisa, because her mama is from Jamaica, but that don't mean that, she's just a white Jamaican pretty much. But regardless, you would say that about Black women? Marcus, you and them dead teeth of yours, because that one tooth right here is dead as I don't know what. Like, you need to get your teeth fixed while you always talking about something. Like I told y'all, he is a fame monger. He is trying to find clout and fame. That's why he's with that vile leech of a woman. Disgusting. Gross. Ugh. Anywho, so they get out on stage, and the first thing that comes up is the comment Larsa made at last reunion about the fact that she and Scotty had relations 4 times a night, and now she's having relations with Marcus 5 times a night. Ooh, so you got to re-up. You have to outdo your last husband now. Girl, you sound like Larsa, you're not fooling nobody, making us think that you have relations every night 4 times. Girl, be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. And then this fool Thompson, he releases 4 times. Well, that's a difference. That's a difference. That could be you nut quick. That ain't mean y'all going 4 rounds. That just mean you a nutter. He looked like an old one pump and dump. Like, like gross. I don't even want to envision them having relations. It's so nasty. It's like a Black man sitting up there having relations with a blow up doll. Like, gross. So Alexia was like, can you blame? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Larsa was like, she's not going to talk about her schmexual life anymore because it makes her family uncomfortable. You think? It made America uncomfortable. Nobody wanted to think about that, visualize it, or anything. So Alexia was like, can you blame them? And Larsa was like, you said you didn't believe me last year. And Gertie was like, no one believes it. No one believes it. Gertie had me cracking up. And then here goes Larsa Thompson. Well, maybe you guys are dry. Maybe you are filled with toxins. That's what I would have told her. Girl, get out of here, Mattel. Girl, bye. So Lisa was like, well, I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos. But nobody caught her saying it. What videos have you seen? You've seen them having relations, and if so, that's gross, because why would she show you something like that? And then she says, I don't think every day, but they're all over each other. Like, I've seen it. Okay, just because they all over each other don't mean that they going 4 rounds every night. Like I said, it's obvious that he one of them. He one of them. Look goofy, nigga. Boy, So Gertie was like, says the mascot. Girl, she had me cracking up calling Lisa a mascot, because it's exactly what she is. Like, Lisa played herself this season. And I can't believe I put her on my favorites list. Oh, God. Now she got to come off. So Larsa says that Kiki was being a bad friend in her confessionals to her this season. And Kiki was like, all because I said that you were acting childish? Throwing your toddler boyfriend a welcome home party after he'd only been gone 3 days. No, what she did was, that was Larsa's way of having an event. And instead of just doing a Taco Tuesday, she decided to make it what's his name? Marcus is coming home. Yay, party. And looked stupid. You look stupid. You like a little kid. Like a teenager wouldn't even do that. It was obvious that was her quote unquote event for the season, because she went all out with decorations and chefs and all of this type of stuff. But you look dumb. You look really stupid. So Kiki was like that. Larsa called her going off on her, saying she only got one Hermes bag and she got to use toys because she can't keep a man. Kiki better than me, because I would have cussed her out for filth. Cussed her out for filth, honey, on that stage. Because who do you think you are? Like, Larsa really thinks she bad. Like, Larsa really thinks she about that life because she been around black people or something. Like, she needs to really get with a real black girl that's going to cuss her out and really get up in her face and see what you like. Are you really about that life like you act like? Like, I really want to see. Like, I really want to know. Because she act like she is so tough. Girl, I poke a pin in her and deflate her. Girl, Jesus. So Kiki was like, all because I said you're 50 and need to grow up. So Gertie was like, Larsa, you have a hard face, but you're very sensitive. And when she said she had a hard face, like, I know what she was saying, but I feel like it was a double entendre, like a hard face meaning like you're stoic or whatever. But then on the other side, she does have a hard face with all of that filler in it. Child, that was a read, and it went over her head. So Larsa was like, we don't talk about anybody else's dad on this show. And Andy was like, well, nobody else is dating Michael Jordan's son. Like, girl, be quiet. So Larsa was like, I feel like if they got married, that their list is pretty small because his family is very private. Girl, y'all list is really small because don't nobody like y'all. And ain't nobody showing up to that mess. That's why the list would be small. It would be you and probably your daughter and him and one of his homeboys. Because you see the sons don't really come around her for real. Especially not on camera. So girl, get out of it. Stop trying to make it seem like his family really F with you like that. His mama might tolerate you, but the rest don't see it for you. They don't. Like, you still trying to make fetch happen. You look dumb. So Gertie and Alexa say that they tired of her. Like, they having their own little one-on-one conversation. And they both is like, we are so tired of this chick, honey. So Nicole calls Marisol out for acting like the DMs and info sent to her are always facts and creating drama around it. Because she be telling stuff like she know verbatim and don't be knowing nothing. And let me just say, Marisol looked a mess. She looked a mess at this reunion. Whatever Marisol is doing to her face, she needs to stop. stop immediately. Marisol back in the day was a nice looking woman. She need to leave her face alone. I don't like saying this, but she's starting to look like her mama. And you remember how her mama messed up her face. Her mother was absolutely beautiful and messed up her face. Marisol needs to stop. She looks horrendous. And Alexia, you supposed to be her homegirl. You need to tell her, like, lay off. That wig was a mess. Like, everything was disheveled. Like, she looked sweaty and just, it was a mess. So, Alexia says that Nicole has Anna do her dirty work. Like, she still is standing on the fact that she thinks that Nicole was in on Anna coming to that luncheon or whatever. Just so, like, at this point, it's obvious that Alexia is so bothered by Nicole because Nicole has the life that she wants. It's so obvious. So Alexia's segment is up. And Nicole calls out Alexia for not wanting Adriana to speak on her finances, but she spoke on Lisa's and she spoke on Nicole's family. And I agree with Nicole. Like, it's a double standard there. Like, you could talk about everybody else's situations, but can't nobody talk about yours. Like, who you think you are? Like, really, who do you think you are? Like, you ain't no better than anybody else. You ain't Mother Teresa, girl. So, after that, Andy was like, is there a double standard? And Alexia was like, no. I hate when Andy don't double down. Like, that is a double standard, Alexia. Like, stop. Like, that's the type of host that we need. Like, girl, you're lying. Stop. You look crazy. Tell the truth. Like, instead of letting them just get away with BS answers. So Alexia says that she and Todd share a checking account. Good luck with that, Chuck. Because it's just something slimy about Todd. I don't know, but I can just see her a few years from now saying that man stole her money or something like that. It's something up with that man. I wouldn't be sharing no bank account with him. Alexia and Larsa call each other liars. They going back and forth arguing. Meanwhile, Julia and Kiki kiss to get them to stop. It's weird. Gertie says that Larsa is the pot stirrer, which she is. Nicole was like, Alexia prides herself on always telling the truth. You told us an interesting story. Lisa and Larsa, you guys were fighting at her wedding and you told us a story about how Larsa called you and said, if you don't have my back, I'm going to call the press. Okay. So Gertie was the one that kicked that whole thing off or whatever about how, Liza is a pot stirrer. And she was like, Nicole, hit it. So Nicole told the story. So Larsa was like, Alexia, please tell the truth. Please tell the truth. That is a lie. And Alexia was like, you said there were a lot of things going on at your wedding that I heard about. You said if I was a bad person, I would call. You like to scare people. And Larsa does do stuff like that. And I can see Larsa saying that to Alexia. So apparently what was being said was that people were doing schmugs at the wedding or whatever. It's Miami. I'm not really surprised by it or whatever. Here go Lisa. Everybody in Miami does everybody. I'm like, oh, so you basically saying you do too. Okay, you cokehead. All right. Not leaving my purse around you. Ain't no everybody heifer. No. So they break for lunch and backstage, Marcus Thompson, they got me riled up. I'm going to go crazy on stage. What you going to go crazy and do with that gray tooth of yours in the front? Boy, get somewhere and sit down, Steve Urkel. Ugh. So Alexia goes into Larsa's dressing room and she come in being nice, which I was like, what is this about? Because you could tell she came in there to continue the argument they were having on stage. So she go in, she was like, Marcus, give me a hug. Marcus give her a hug. Then she tell Larsa, I like your outfit better without the cape. Yeah, keep the cape off. So she done made this man give her a hug, told her outfit looked better without the cape. And Larsa was like, well, I just want to say to you that what you said out on stage really hurt me. And then they get to arguing again, child. And Larsa was like, that story never came from me. And Alexia was like, that whole story happened, Larsa. I said, you're all liars. They arguing. And then part one goes off, child. I'm just ready for season 7 because we're already knowing going into season 7 that Larsa and Alexia are bumping heads now, and I am so here for it. I'm so happy that the girls are finally seeing Liza for the fake that she is. Like, the only person in that cast now that she really got on her side is Lisa Dumbbutt. Everybody else see her for her works and don't F with her. And I really hope they keep that same energy going into the next season and get her off of this show, because I cannot stand that woman. That woman is so just vile. She is literally the scum of the earth. Ain't no amount of plastic surgery gonna make that woman pretty. She can do as much as she wants to with her face, her breast, her butt, anything. It will not take away the fact that she is rotten to the core. And that's why all of this ain't hitting on nothing. That's why she gotta get Stephen Urkel as a boyfriend, because ain't nobody else checking for her. Ain't nobody else gonna wife her. Everybody else got common sense. She for the streets. That's why she preyed on this dummy. And that's why his daddy looking at him like, dude, really? Okay. Anywho, I'm going to give reunion part 1 for Miami an A. The girls brought it, loved it. Can't wait to bring you my thoughts on reunion part 2, because it was equally as good, if not better. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about the reunion part 1 for Miami. Let's talk about it. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.